My name is Jim Bocas. I'm the Director of Professional Services Sales with Keysight. I work with both with customers and the services team in many markets. One of our tier one customers in the automotive market came to me with a high volume cable assembly validation testing requirement. The customer is highly trusted and known for their quality. They reached out to one of our application engineers and they asked if they could just simply, can we borrow a network analyzer? They needed the instrument right away. They couldn't come up with the capital funding to purchase something. But at the same time, they said, if we can borrow one, if you can also come with us and help us make and take some measurement. So we know they didn't have the CapEx to purchase. We also discovered that they had a technical challenge in their hands. They were under a 6-month deadline, a tight deadline to submit a bid against other and strong competitors. They needed to meet a specific test plan of specifications supplied by their customer. So if they didn't meet those test plans, if they didn't meet those testing requirements, their bid wasn't going to be accepted. So I asked questions. So we started probing. We asked for a meeting with their group, and we asked their engineering team that went beyond just the simple specs, because sometimes we're guilty of just diving into the specs. And we took a step back and we kind of probed and said, what do you lack to get the job done? And what happens if you don't complete the testing on time? This highlighted the need, not only for the hardware, which we knew was there, but their need and the need of the test setup, but a lack of knowledge, a skill set gap that if they didn't address correctly, it would basically require their engineers to be working days and weekends. Once we spoke with the customer, I teamed up with my colleagues and said, hey, let's offer up a unique turnkey solution. And the reason I say unique, it's because it's a true partnership. We did not say it's us and them, throw it over the fence, we leave, and then they finish and throw it back over to us. The customer provided their test plan to us, and we provided the test setup, the measurement techniques, the best practices, and also the know-how, the expertise. Our application engineer built the setup in one of our facilities that would perform the test with the exception of the temperature testing. For about a month, RAE worked together with one of their engineers, carefully performing the tests and recording the results. We then switched locations. The temperature, we didn't have a temperature chamber, and we could order one. It's big, it takes time. The customer said, we have one in our facility. Since we're working together as a partner, come and use our temperature chamber to perform the rest of the testing. So RAE traveled to their facility with our setup, set up over there, and stayed there for another month. Once again, together, we performed and recorded all the measurements. The final outcome, if I may add, was a report with a Keysight logo. It presented and addressed all the testing, all the requests that our customer had on their test plan. It highlighted the high-end quality instruments that we used to perform the testing and that we supported the measurement. This allowed the customer to present the report as coming from an independent testing lab, which provided more credibility for their results. They met their tight timeline. They met their budget by using a operating budget versus a capital budget. But most importantly, the customer won the bid. So at the end, their engineering and management team were thrilled with the success.